Alright guys, Ryan at B&R Motorsports here. We're going to show you how to install our dual spring kit for Renegades and Outlander Can-Ams. We have kits for the 2012s to 18s and then the 2019 and newer ones. The shocks are very different and springs and everything are very different. So we're going to show you how to install one. If you send them in and we are setting them up and valving them and doing all the other modifications, so we'll give you a better understanding of how it all works and you can kind of dial them in. The first thing you want to do is put your shock in the vise, get yourself a chisel or a punch or something. You have these collars, you're just going to motion probe punch here and just tap that loose. Go ahead and loosen that collar down a little bit. Get that down there and then we'll be able to loosen this spring up. The rears are going to be a little bit easier than the fronts. I don't have as much preload on them until you can kind of pull this clip out. And take your stock spring off, set it aside. And your spring kit is going to come fronts and rears. Are going to be marked for weights, so you know which one goes on the front, which one goes on the rear, because they are different. But this is a rear kit. Front kit's going to have the same amount of springs, same amount of crossovers. You're going to have your tender spring, which is your short spring. You're going to have your threaded crossover. It's an industry first for the rebuilds. Allows you to do a quick adjustment with the locking set screw to change your crossover height. And you have your spring divider, then you have your longer mainspring. The spring dividers are different sizes in the ID. So what you want to do is this larger side is going to fit in your tender spring, smaller side is going to fit in your mainspring. You're going to take your tender spring, pop that on, take your threaded crossover. You can actually do that on there first if you want, before you put your tender spring, makes it a little bit easier. Just go ahead and run that down a little bit. And we'll show you kind of a measurement here once I get everything else on. Move these collars down. And go ahead and slide your tender on. You're going to take your spring divider. Slide your spring divider on there. You're going to take your mainspring. Slide your mainspring on. And take your clip. Slide your clip back in. If you run them down long enough, you'll be able to slide them right like that. So we basically want to put zero preload on this spring on the rears. The 18s, 19s, the 18 and older are going to be different than what the 19s are measurement wise. You basically want to put zero preload on them. I measure from the bottom of here to the top of this threaded piece. It'll give you a measurement in your instructions. So once you get those on there, you want to put these on the bike and set your ride height and then tighten everything down. Now, a very important part is this threaded crossover piece is going to have a little set screw in it. You're going to measure from the bottom of this threaded crossover piece to the top of that spring divider. You have to be on the quad to set this gap. We'll give you a preliminary how to set it when it's off the quad, so you have to make an adjustment. You can see it turns real nice, and then you just lock in your set screw back here. So this measurement from here to here is what we call crossover gap. Crossover gap, the wider the gap is, the softer the shock will be. The tighter the gap is, the stiffer the shock will be. So it allows initially the two springs to work together as a softer rate. Gives you a nice feeling over the small bumps and chops. And then it crosses over into your mainspring and gives you a heavier mainspring to resist bottoming. We have these in various weights and setups for various riders. From racing to trail riding, we can set you up with a custom weight. But basically you want to measure from there to the top of your spring divider. We're going to shoot for, with you on the quad and mounted, we're going to shoot for that gap being around a half an inch to 3/8 of an inch. The faster you ride the quad, the stiffer you want it, the tighter you want that gap. So you want to be around 3/8. If you want even more plush setup, you may want to run it out to about 5/8 or so. That's basically it. Get them on the quad and you're ready to go.